everyone, thanks for coming back for another swatch video. Today I have an Amazon only palette called Aromas. It's by the company UCANBE. I bought a rainbow UCANBE palette having no idea what I was doing with makeup, and it is my favorite palette to this day. Granted, that was only like 3 years ago, but I love this brand. Came across it by accident. This is a neutral palette. Ooh. It looks very purple online. It comes off more pink, but we'll kind of make our minds up as we go. These pans are relatively big, and I'm bad at counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 18 palettes. I'm going to start at the top left and work across, then go down accordingly. There's a lot of different finishes here. I don't believe they actually call it an eyeshadow palette. Yeah, actually, it doesn't really say anything. Usually it'll just say like pigment palette or something like that. It does say eyeshadow here. It says there are 11 buttery mattes, 4 pure glitter, 3 pressed pearls. Hold on. Just a minute here. Did I find this palette? This is on the Huda Beauty website. The eyeshadow palette is called the New Nude. I actually saw this on a YouTuber called Carla Iliana. I'll link her. She's one of my favorite kind of younger channels to watch. And I said, that looks an awful lot like the Aromas palette from UCANBE that I just did a swatch video on. Hello? Does this not look exactly like it? It also says 10 highly pigmented mattes, 4 duochromatic reflective shades, 2 glitter formulas, 1 pressed pearl shade. Doesn't the other one say that there's pearl shades too? Is this the same palette? Is this a dupe for Huda Beauty, or did they just steal it? Somebody explain to me what's going on, because if I actually have a Huda Beauty palette, I kind of want to know. I also kind of want to, like, put somewhere that it's an exact dupe or maybe even a knockoff. What's going on here? All right, let's figure it out. These brands are cruelty-free. I'm only buying cruelty-free these days. I've had it for a little while. I've just been waiting to swatch it, so let's go ahead and do so. First one might not show up on me very well. It's just called Bare. It's like a fair skin tone color. Almost every palette that's like larger than 5 has had this in it, in this color, which is fine. It's fine. These are going to look different depending on your skin tone, your undertone, stuff like that. This next one is a very pretty, like, white and golden looking color, but of course they're going to mix together. That is gorgeous. Beautiful shimmer, very highly reflective. It's almost a little bit peachy. I love it. I love it. I don't know what else to say. Okay, the next one's called Play, which is more of a light skin tone. I have cool olive undertones, so sometimes these peachy ones look a little lighter than me. I have a weird one. Oh well. Next one's called Wandering. Oh, that did not pick up. I know you were more pigmented than that. Yes. It's a dark mauve matte, I would call that. Tomorrow I would probably call it something different. I don't know. They always look a little different each time to me, which is why I enjoy the swatch videos. Like, I watch my own videos. I go back and like see, you know, what they looked like. This one's called Tease. It should be a little darker version of that. Oh, this is much more mauve-y. This is more dusty mauve. It's almost more purple. This one's more of a reddish. I could see reddish violet for that one. Next, we've got another one of these pearl ones with like the white streaks in it. This looks gorgeous too. It's called Exquisite. Wow. It's like red with some pink reflect. That's the whole first row. So Bare, Eager, Play, Wandering, Tease, and Exquisites.
I don't know why it's called Aromas. Might be like a language barrier thing, but I don't know. It has like one aroma. There's one pan called Sandalwood, but other than that, it's not really aromatic. Whatever. Next one is called Secret. It's a nice matte medium pink. That'll go with almost anything in here. Next has those white flecks again. It's called Dream World. I have a feeling all of those are just gonna be the prettiest. Next we've got one called Fairy Tale. It's just slightly darker than Secret. A little less purpley than Secret. The next two are a completely different texture than all of the others. It's a pure gel with just glitter in it. And it's very sticky. I don't think I've used these on the eye yet, but oh my gosh, wait till you see this. This one's called Bliss. Holy moly. These are just stunning. This one's called Crush. I didn't pick up as much. I guess I'm trying not to hit pan all them already because they're very soft. They look very similar. Bliss is a little more red, I think. Crush looks a little deeper, especially in the pan. These are either going to be just the most gorgeous thing ever, or they're going to like blink everywhere. Knowing UCANBE palettes a little bit and feeling how sticky they are, like I think they're going to be really pretty. All right, the last one in that row is called Kinky. It doesn't have those white flecks in it, but it's like a, I don't know what to call that. It's like this one, only not. It's like a reddish terracotta almost. The next one is called Nude. I'm actually going to go up here and swatch it next to this bear one. Why not? Because I can utilize this space. Yeah, this is almost exactly my skin tone. So it's hard to pull up, but you can see it's darker than these two by a little bit. Definitely darker than this one. So I'd call this more of a fair skin tone, this one more of a light skin tone, and this one kind of in between.
Hey, so I found a reason why that one shade may be blending into my skin tone so much. The Huda Beauty palette has it listed as a concealer base. And the YouTube review that I just watched, which granted was from a few years ago, claims that that concealer base is supposed to be for any skin tone, possibly because it's sheer. I couldn't find anything on the website for Huda Beauty that said it still claimed to be for all skin tones, because clearly it looks very light. And that is not all skin tones. There are deep skin tones as well. So yeah, that could explain the color there. This is looking more and more like a exact copy.
There aren't really any good mattes for dark skin tones in this one, unfortunately. But sorry about that. There's other palettes that do have that, and the rainbow one is so pigmented that it'll show up on any skin tone. They're just gorgeous. I have a video, if I haven't said that already. I probably have. Next one is called Misty. It's the most purple in here. I have used this. It's just this gorgeous dusty mauvey purple. That next one is called Sandalwood. I mentioned this earlier. It's a reddish brown. It's one of the darkest in the palette. This one's called Teddy. It's a little more of a warm pink. Salmony, I would call it. Just a good base pink. This is another one with a white reflex. It's called Castle. This is probably the most orange. I don't know that it's similar to any of them though. And then the very last one is called Love Bite. It's a plum purple matte. This is, again, one of the darkest along with Sandalwood. looks similar to this Wandering. I think this is Wandering up here. Yeah, Wandering. But you can see there's a lot of pinks, a lot of purple, a little bit peachy tones, some skin tones. I'm gonna get some close-ups of these, I think.
So let me know what you think about this situation. I mean, am I just late to the game here? Like, do other people already know about this? Or, like, do I actually have a slightly rearranged Huda palette? Or maybe it's just a really good dupe? I don't know. I do want to make clear that I am not accusing UCANBE of anything. Absolutely no defamation is intended here. And by no means should anyone send hate or accusations or anything out. Okay, I do not condone that kind of behavior. But anyone can see some obvious similarities in the look of this palette. Also, 7 shade names were exactly the same, and others were very similar, like Daydream and Dream World, things like that. And then there's also the pressed pearl description of the shades. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll go back to my previously recorded outro.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've used UCANBE, if you've ever even heard of it before, but it's got some quality stuff. And these are going to make some gorgeous, neutrally mauve-y, pinky purple looks. So stay tuned for those as well. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oops. There's, what, 24? No, there's not. Alrighty, let's see if my arm will fit these 18 of them. How am I gonna fit 12 more? I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna try, okay? Is my hand in the shot? Yes. No. Oh gosh, was that in the shot? I'll round up at the end to make sure that all of those were in the shot. Darn it. I hope they were.